Hope everyone is doing awesome today. My name is David Pearson, and I am back here today with another awesome video for you guys. And this time, I will actually be covering split testing 101 with Facebook ads. And this is a topic I haven't seen a lot of people speak about here on YouTube, and I think I would thought I would share some light on this. It's actually pretty awesome, and there's a bunch of things you can split test, especially Facebook ads. I don't see a lot of people talking about split testing their Facebook ads. So for those of you that don't know what split testing is, it's basically when you are testing and comparing different things in your ads to find the best performer, and the end goal here is to optimize your ads to decrease the cost to run those ads and ultimately decrease the cost per purchase on your Shopify store. So that is basically what we're going to talk about here today, and let's just jump into the presentation right away. Here's a little case study I did with testing the thumbnail headers. So it's not even testing the ads or the ad videos or the ad images or the ad copy. This was just a little test I did on the actual thumbnail header of a video ad. So it's just the small thing up here, the headers on my thumbnail. The image, everything else is the same. The emojis are the same. It's just this text up here that changed. And I tested 3 different variants for a video ad for a knife, a kitchen knife that I did on Facebook. And here are the results. And as you can see, this is the 3 different CTR links. So click through rate for the link click. So how many people actually clicked the link and went to the store. For the first one here, we have 6.5%. The second thumbnail had 5.15%, and the third one had 12.61%, which is amazing. It outperformed the other two by almost 200%, which is just amazing. And here is really why it's so powerful, and I will cover that right now. So like, you're maybe thinking, why is this even so cool? Like, sure, cool, you increase your click-through rate by 6%, but how is that going to matter for me and my cost per purchase? Well, thing like this, before split testing, so this is can be a real scenario here. So let's just imagine before split testing, your CTR link, which is your click-through rate for the links, is 5%, and then that means, in this case, depending on the CPMs and all that stuff, let's just say your cost per click is $1, and your conversion rate on your store, on your Shopify store, which doesn't really have to do with this. So your conversion rate is 2%. That means in the end, if you get 100 visitors, you have to pay approximately $100 in ads, since one cost per click, so one click is $1, so 100 visitors is $100, and that means you get 2 sales because your conversion rate on your store is roughly 2%. So that means out of 100 visitors, you'll get 2 sales. So those 2 sales cost you $50 per purchase, since you're spending $100 to get those 2 sales. Hope that makes sense to you guys. If not, go back and watch it again to make sure you understand it. Let's move on to a scenario after we have done our split testing and optimized our ads. So after split testing, let's say we went from our CTR link, we took that from 5% and doubled it to 10%. That means our cost per click actually decreases by half, because double the people, like there's twice as much people clicking the ad now. That must mean that the cost per click is actually going to decrease by half. Our conversion rate on the store is still the same. It's still 2%. It's not something we optimize. We just left it like that. So now let's look at the same scenario again. To get 100 visitors, we only have to pay $50 now. And out of those 100 visitors, we're still getting 2 sales since our conversion rate on our store is still 2%. That means we're only paying $25 now for the purchase after doing a simple and very easy split test. Do you see now how that is actually very crucial when scaling and testing and finding new products, that you actually use this to decrease your costs and ultimately keep more profit in the end? Now I'm going to show you guys how to actually do this and how to split test properly. And the number one rule here is to only test one thing at a time when you're split testing. So you can either be testing the thumbnail, the ad copy, your ad video, or your ad image if you're using image ads. And then when you have found those kind of things that work, you can go in and test specific parts of each and every thing here. So for example, like I did show you in the beginning for the case study, I didn't split test the whole thumbnail. I only split tested the headline of the thumbnail. The image, the emojis, the colors, everything was the same. I just tested the thumbnail header. And that can be the same for your ad copy. For example, you can split test the first line of your ad copy, 3, 4, 5 different versions of the first line of your ad copy to see what kind of header really works for my ad copy. Or for example, your ad video, you can split test 3, 4, 5 different three first seconds for your ad video, and so on and so forth. But the important thing is that you're isolating as much as possible, meaning that you only leave one variable in your ad up to the test and the rest must be the same. This is because if it works, if you split test 5 things at one time, or even just 2 things at one time, if you find a winner, you don't know why it's winning. You don't know if it was the header or the ad copy or the video, if you just test everything at once. So you have to keep it to one thing at a time. Now that that is clear, let's jump in and see an example here. So here I'm testing the thumbnails, and as you can see, I'm only testing the image. I'm not switching out the headlines. I'm not doing anything else. I haven't changed the emojis. The only thing that's different about these 4 different headlines or thumbnails, sorry, is the image. Okay, so here we got 1 image, 2 images, 3 images, and 4 images. That's all that's changed. The setup. So this is actually how you can set up your split test. I would do $3 per day per ad set, and one ad set would have each own variation of the ad. So for example, if you are testing these 4 thumbnails, I would create 4 different ad sets, each with 1 ad with 1 of these thumbnails, and each would have $3 per day in ad spend. Run each ad set for 2 to 3 days, and this is a very general rule, and kill the really bad performers after 1 to 2 days. So for example, if I'm running these 4 tests here, and after the first day, this first one has 1% click-through rate, this one has 5% click-through rate, this one has 4%, and this one has like 4.5. I would actually go ahead and kill this first one since it's so much below the other ones, and I don't even want to waste money on this thumbnail no more because it's so much below the other ones. And once you find the winners, usually after 2 to 3 days, you should be able to tell which one is performing better than the other. If it's still very close, you can leave it running longer, or you can create new ad sets to confirm the real winners here. So just duplicate the old ones. For example, if these two thumbnails are performing very similar, like 5.1 and this one has 5.2% in link CTR, I would just duplicate them, start them from scratch again, and see which one is performing better than the other, and hopefully you can get a clear result that way. So that is all for split testing for now. I would highly recommend you guys trying this. If you have a winning product or a winning video ad, for example, I would highly recommend you guys to go in and try some of these methods. You can test out the thumbnails, the ad copies, to really decrease your costs. And I would do split tests for anything that's working for you right now. I wouldn't bother to go in and start to split test with products that isn't really proven. So only do this for products that are already selling, but you feel like you can get more profit from them by optimizing the ads even more. So this is a great way to increase your profit margins, increase your profits, and make your ads more profitable in general. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And if you did, please leave a thumbs up, comment down below if you have any questions, and subscribe to the channel if you want to see more of my videos. You can also go ahead and follow me on Instagram. I will put the username somewhere here on the screen. And with that said, I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.